What's up, Studio One fam? Your boy Landy B here. In this video, I'm going to mix drums. And you will not see the plugin process. I have all the plugins already here. All the plugins. The song is just about done. I've got all my plugins ready to go. Set up, ready to go. I'm going to mix drums. The only part about this is I'm not going to tell you guys what I'm using, since I do a lot of YouTubing, and one thing that bothers me is like engineers that are like, and they probably have every right to say this, this song needs like an SSL EQ or a CLA echo sphere on this one, or a CLA plugin. That's what really brings the song out. But it gets me thinking. These engineers that are far leagues above me, right? Leagues above me. Can you people actually tell a plugin without knowing that you put it on? So here's what I'm going to do in this video. I'm going to mix drums. You're not going to see any of the plugins I use, except for maybe an L4 maximizer, which is on my master bus. But I can even bypass that. You know what? I'm even going to throw that in a bypass. So I just threw my L4 in the master bus process, and I'm going to mix down the drums. I'm going to let you listen to a little bit here. Completely dry. So, that's what we're working with there. We're working with kick, kick, snare, snare. Left, right, toms, floor tom. Left, right, overheads. Ride and hi-hat. Room left, room right. Meanwhile, I have all these plugin windows popping up. Alright, so, we're going to mix this song, and we're going to start with each of the tracks dry, and I'm going to walk you through the process. Again, use your ears and try to pick out the plugins. Who knows, you might be right, but in your comments you can't just throw out, well, I hear an SSL in there. No. Drum tracks. I want specificness from you guys. You guys are supposed to be way leagues above me. If you're that fucking good, and you're going to sit here and tell me and half of YouTube to take your course because you guys know so much, let's see. Let's see how much you guys really know. Okay? Open challenge. Alright, so here we got the kick. Kick on its own. The only thing I have is like 80 hertz rolled off on it through the board. So I've got 80 hertz right here through the board already rolled off. That's the only thing I've got done to this kick drum. Here's my first plugin. Hang on, wait a minute. My first plugin is, it's for timing. Okay. Sorry, I was just going through something there. Okay, so plugin 1, timing. Plugin 2 is an EQ. Turning it on. All right. There is your kick drum. 2 plugins. Alright, now we have the sub kick on its own. I don't know if you guys will be able to hear this one because my microphone might not pick it up. I'm using a, I don't know if I said this before. This is a Turtle Beach headset microphone that I'm using. I'm not using a thing called a loopback because I am running an older Studio Live board. I guess it doesn't have that feature, so I'm using a Turtle Beach headset. So you guys will just have to really like use your ears. All right, sub kick. Sub kick. First plugin is just, again, an EQ. Gives me my tone, I guess you could say. Plug-in on. Bypass. You can probably hear the whooshes of the cymbals. So I usually, whatchamacallit, just a regular old EQ. I don't really think I need to activate this EQ here. EQ, or plug-in 2. Bypass. Okay. I also want specifics, guys. Come on now, I want specifics. I want, like, for example, I want SSL on the top of the snare. I want you guys to show me. You guys show me. Put me in my fucking place. As an avid music listener my whole life, I'm not going to tell you that, oh, that snare drum has, like, a fucking 57 or an E609, which I just seen today. I, for one, will not be able to tell you that. I'm humble. I don't know shit. I know how to mix music. I know what sounds good to me. All this music sounds good to me. So, like, I want specifics. Come on now. Here we have our snare top. Plug-in number 1. Go. Okay. By the way, right here is my volume meters, if you guys are wondering what these are. Oh, I don't like that my GPU, look at my GPU's running high. I don't like that. My GPU has never done that. I just updated my computer just a little while ago, and my GPU is that high, and it's never been that high before, so I have to figure it out. Not worried. So we got the snare top, plug-in 1. Here's plug-in 2, again, just an EQ. No, I don't have anything on the snare yet. Alright, plug-in 2's activate. Wait, is 1 activate? Yeah. Hang on. Alright, no, we're good. Here's plug-in 3. I was just messing around with some stuff. Here's the snare bottom on its own. Plug in one. Fuck. Plug in two? This is gonna be bad. Oh, I just want to use it for this gate. Let me go back. Let me go back. Cool. We're gonna go on to shit. Poop. We're gonna go on to tom. We gotta do this at the very beginning. We gotta do the toms at the very beginning because that's where the roll's at, in the very beginning. Gotta data zoom this a little here. I'm right back. Alright, here's our left tom. Plug in one. Plug in two. All right. I like that. Plug in one, plug in two. Cool, that's the left tom. Let's go over here to the right tom. Start moving this fucking plug-in around now. Bypassed. First plug-in activated. Second plug-in, wait. Second plug-in activated. Left tom. You know what? Hang on. I know what I want to do. Take this plug-in off of here, drag this one over to here. There we go. There we go. Now we should have. you know what? I'm going to mute the floor tom track because, honestly, I don't use the floor tom in this song. I don't know why. I should have used the floor tom. Because when I sit here, right? When I sit here and play air drums, I'm like, I'm like, but in the song, I'm like, boom. You know, I totally just, and I've had, I don't know how many chances to hit that floor tom. And live, I'll probably do it. I might not, though. I don't know. Anyway, okay, moving along. That was the only real tom thing we actually needed. Yeah, this is how I use my Zoom. I know a lot of people keep it up here and just do this, but I bring it right down here because I don't know. Oh boy, what's going on here now? Okay, floor tom is really not being used. Let's go with our leftover. This is our leftover. First plug-in. Second plug-in. Another EQ. Our third plug-in is like our multi-plug-in, I guess. Well, oh my. Alright. First plug-in is on. Second one. Alright, so this is our third. I like the way it sounds. Alright. A right over. On. Okay. Again, this is an EQ. And this is our multi-plug-in, which is on. Bypass, on. Alright, so I took some plugins away because I didn't need it on the overhead. They're just overheads. You just need a normal EQ to push all the lows away. At least that's my thing. Because that's my thing. What are we doing? Is this our hats? It's fucking horrible. Hi-hat. Alright, cool. So we're on the hi-hats. Yeah, I had to get right up on my monitors in order to see the word, because my vision's fucked. Even with my glasses on, I still can't read these screens. I don't know. I need, like, magnifying, like, these big, thick Coke bottle glasses in order to do this stuff, because I need all the real estate space I can get. So, I'm like... My resolution is quite big, but it's not big enough for me to see. So anyway. Hi-hat. Plug-in 1. Again, standard, farting. Standard EQ. Your challenge, though, again, engineers, is any specifics. I want to know what EQs I'm using where and on what tracks. That's why I'm kind of dissecting each track so you guys can hear it. And I'm going through, okay, plug-in 1, plug-in, you get the idea. Here is plug-in 2 for the hi-hat. I don't like the way I'm picking up that ride. Whoops. All right. I'm not seeing a good deal with oh wait, no. You know, I know what I need to do. Oh wait, that is getting... That way I can see when I'm on my... Ugh, I don't like it. There we go. Alright, moving along. Next we'll get the ride symbol. Ride symbol. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh. Clips. Alright, this is our ride. Bypassed. Plug-in 1. Plug-in 2. Alright, there's our ride. Now we're going to run our room left and right. Rooms left and right. Here's our room left. Straight. Plug in one. Plug in two. Plug in three. Okay. Here's our room right. Again, straight. You guys are going to hear it mono because of the microphone. If you guys are even getting picked up. I hope you guys, whatchamacallit. Alright, so plug in one. Activated. There's only two plugins. One's an EQ. Alright. That was pretty quick. Being it, I already had, 90% of the drum. I mean, I've had all of them mixed. Alright, cool. Getting over cold here. Alright, so here is the drums fully mixed. I fucking hate the way I don't like the way the overheads before anybody even starts in the comment with the timing, here's the click track. I've already put the click track in between the kick and the snare to make sure that I'm on. See, right here's the click. Right here's the click, and all I had to do was just take it and move it around. And what I normally do is I'll render the click, and then I'll take it and I'll put it in between the sub kick and the snare top, and then I'll just, you know, zoom it and make sure I'm in time. So yeah, I'm good. That is going to do it for this song. Good luck. Again, you guys are way fucking better than me. You guys should be able to name these plugins like that, because I never really got into this. I just picked up drums and started playing. I'm very humble. I don't know tunings to save my life. I don't even know what prompted me to get this far in my musical journey, being that I know nothing. I don't know how any of this works. Again, I'm only doing what I think sounds good. And I'm sure that this video will probably spark some stuff in the comments, and that's fine. I'm not here to be like, I'm better than you, you need to take my mixing course because of X, Y, and Z. No. I don't believe in taking mixing courses. I'm sorry to say it like that. Everybody's setup is way different. You could take my mix and you could bring it to your house and it might sound so different because of the room, the acoustics, everything is going to sound different. So, no two rooms are the same. So, again, there's a lot I don't know. And a lot of people always tell me, Landy, you know all this stuff, dude. Dude, I've worked with bands. And I've done things, and I've even had a band come in who wanted to record with me, who went to another studio, happened to not like how they mixed it, so they wanted to come here. And that was cool. I like that. But, alright. I will see you guys in the next video. Again, you guys are much better than me. I would like to hear your thoughts. Ciao.